In olden times, a stranger travelling north of Widlington would very quickly become the recipient of a warning. A wild-eyed Widlingtonian would run alongside the horses, screeching out, "Beware ye the moors, my lord! Turn back afore 'tis too late!" The Widlington folk did this whenever an unwary northbound traveller passed through their pleasant seaside town, because they thought messing with tourists was a right laugh. Japes aside, it did not take much imagination to feel a chill when crossing the Penumbrian moors. Contrary to local rumour, the sun did shine on the moors. Without it, you would not have been able to see the fog, which rose up from the peat bogs, coiled around the crooked trees and settled like a blanket on the ancient standing stones, most of which seemed to have given up on standing and opted for a nice lie down instead. In modern times, someone had kindly built a road which gently meandered around the moor's hillocks and hollows. It was lonely and quiet, apart from the tummy rumbles of the peat bogs and the snores of the sleeping stones. It was the last place you would expect to find an ice cream van. And yet, an ice cream van as grey as the Widlington Sea was plunging through the fog just as fast as an ice cream van can go, which is roughly the speed of a beagle. The vehicle, with its squelching tyres, rattling windscreen and wobbling fiberglass ice cream cone, was named Bessie. It carried 2 passengers, one wildly overstuffed suitcase and one mysterious package. The package was parcelled up with string, double bubble wrapped and sealed with sticky yellow tape that read, "Mysterious. Do not open." At this moment, the enigmatic little bundle was under the watchful eye and fulsome moustache of the gentleman detective Montgomery Bonbon. Now, if you're listening to this story, and if you're not, who is, then you need to know only one thing about Montgomery Bonbon. You do not need to know how he collared Tony Wicker, the phony vicar, nor how he snookered the billiard ball bandit. You certainly do not need to know how he nabbed the enormous hound of Bottomley Sands, which turned out to be a normal-sized dog on a mini golf course. You simply need to know his secret. The renowned sleuth Montgomery Bonbon was really a 10-year-old girl named Bonnie Montgomery, wearing a false moustache. While the average Widlingtonian child enjoyed playing sports and learning rude words, Bonnie was mainly interested in murders. Solving murders, that is. Bonnie found that grown-ups took her deductive genius a little more seriously when she put on a beret and a foreign accent that was as wobbly as Bessie's ice cream cone. Behind the wheel of the former ice cream van was Grampa Banks, once voted Britain's best-dressed ice cream man by readers of Scoop magazine. These days, he was a full-time grandfather and a part-time detective's assistant. On this foggy afternoon, Grampa Banks was not taking Bonnie across the moors to solve a murder. In fact, Bonnie did not actually know the true purpose of her journey at all. The package on her lap was as much a puzzle for Bonnie as it was for Grampa Banks. Her instructions had been simple.